What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Nderitu, representing Nderitu basketball, yours truly, and we're back with another video. As you can see, yesterday we did a VOD, actually 2 VODs, a 2-hour full game analysis of Kenya versus Senegal. We also analyzed the highlights of Kenya versus Senegal. Then earlier today, we did a game breakdown of the box score. So today we're gonna have Kenya versus Angola. Angola is one of those countries that we matched up against. It was the second team of a back-to-back. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Well, hello everybody. It is time for more action here in the Kigali Arena. It is day 2 of the FIBA AfroBasket Qualifiers.
Hold on.
And we believe we've got a good one for you today.
Gotta make sure the quality is right. Let's see what the game looks like.
Angola and Kenya, as you can see, warming up here already. Senegal winning yesterday against Kenya and Angola, coming up strong against Mozambique. And now it's Kenya taking.
Just to throw it out there, Mozambique lost all the games, so yeah, I mean they finished the first quarter like 0-3. So yeah, that speaks to the competition like Mozambique brought in, so it's expected.
On Angola, and also there will be Mozambique and Senegal. So there were a lot of good things that we saw from Kenya, but also some bad.
Emphasis on the bad. We were horrendous, bro. Horrendous. The bad is just an understatement.
See, they're down at the bottom at 0-1 with Mozambique. Kenya played great for 3 quarters in their game against Senegal, but then just kind of faded down the.
Not faded. We quit. Use the right words. Not faded. Quit.
Down the stretch. Angola had some struggles, but they ended up opening up a big lead on Mozambique and rolling to a big win.
Let's just say for this game, I have set no expectations for Kenya. I have no expectations.
And so Lionel Paulo among the players, the many players, effectively for this Angola national team that come from the Petro de Luanda team.
Some guys look pretty excited.
In Angola, which is what they've decided to send. The team had been coached by Will Voigt and led by Will Voigt, but for this window, they decided to send the Petro de Luanda team effectively, and their coach Jose Neto, the Brazilian, who we had actually seen back.
As you can see from the energy that the Angola team is displaying, these are guys who I believe have trained together for quite a long time as compared to our Kenyan counterparts. Well, I digress. Let's keep going.
In February, coaching at the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament when he was at the helm of his native Brazil. So Angola looking to build on yesterday's win. They had some interesting performances. They had 4 guys in double digits in scoring, including Carlos Moraes with 13 points in just 17 minutes. Olympio Cipriano, the veteran, had 14 points, as well as Abu Bakar Gakao with 12 points, and Melvin De Silva, the slick shooting youngster, coming off the bench and scoring 10 points. There was 9 points scored by Jose Antonio Valdelicio Joaquim. Well, he was 3 of 8 from the floor, 6 points. Seemed to be a little bit off the pace a little bit for his lofty standards. Well, for Kenya, there was a lot to like, including the play of Tyler Ongwai against Senegal. He started strong against them. Desmond Owili as well, who led them in scoring with 11 points and 5 rebounds. And they faced a big deficit, but charged back and pulled to within 6 points. Actually had a chance to get even closer at the end of the 3rd quarter and missed a shot. But then in the fourth quarter, everything went wrong for this Kenya team that made it through pre-qualifying by winning all of their games. And they were outscored 34-2 by Senegal over the last 10 minutes. So who else do you want to keep an eye on? Well, I think Rane Gombe, very good player. Okal Karanga certainly had his moments, and maybe they need better play from Eric Mutoro, the captain and guard, and Victor Bosire. They will perhaps have better showings today. But anyway, we're going to have a pause for the national anthems of both Angola and Kenya.
Bro, the shoe game is just on fleek. LeBron's, Donovan Mitchell, LeBron's, I think, Jordan, what else? Jordan brand. This looks like a Giannis. These are Jordans. But man, I love these LeBron 15s. They look good.
Kenya national anthem, A
Yes,
Mwalimu, let's
our
sing
national
all
anthem.
out of qualification. This is FIBA AfroBasket 2021 Qualifiers. Demanding you at the hashtag.
Okay, the national anthems have been played, and we'll get a look at the referees and the starting fives for these two teams.
Visit Rwanda.
Remember, Kenya starting at 0-1, Angola 1-0. And there are the referees for today's game. Forbes Shuva, Same Estafanos, and Diallo Mamamadu. So they get the big call.
These guys are gonna beat us up.
Mahamadou from Mali. And starting five for Angola, Cipriano, Paulo, Gacao, Conceição, and Vadalithio Joaquim. Also the Dondao, Gonçalves, Moraes, Pedro, Antonio, and De Silva, and Coach Jose Neto.
These guys don't have a game plan. You just want to go in. You just want to go in and start hitting them layups. But these guys are just strategizing.
Jose Neto there in the middle with the flecks of gray hair, giving some instructions. He has the benefit of coaching a lot of these guys with Pedro de Luanda.
Quality, not quantity. That's what Angola showed.
leaders in Angola. For Kenya, Tyler Ongwae, Desmond Owili, Vani Gombe, Victor Bosire, and Eric Mutodo in the starting five. And you can expect some big minutes from Karanga, definitely coming off the bench.
Bro, you're wasting all them dunks before even the game starts. Look at this coach. Didn't even make any adjustments.
And the head coach of Kenya, Cliff Awuor. Of course, during the coronavirus,
These guys are strategizing while you guys are just throwing off dunks. Then you ask yourself why you're not winning.
This pandemic, fans not allowed in the arena, safety guidelines, but again, this is being played in a bubble format where it is deemed better to, in terms of, monitoring, testing, the safety.
My God, these guys just strategized so much. They took a while. Well, our team is just fumbling around.
Guaranteeing the safety of the players and the coaches and all of the officials. And so the bubble format has been adopted for this window and the next. So that's why you have a lot of teams.
Kenya was intimidated. We were intimidated by them strategizing until the coach called us in. Stop dunking and plan your plays. You see? This goes to show you who's the mentally weak one when before even the game starts.
Here in Kigali, the Kigali Arena in Rwanda, this magnificent arena which will host the AfroBasket next year, and it's going to be a fantastic show.
They did not plan for this game. They didn't even train for this game. They made no adjustments. They just came in the same way they came in for Senegal. Need I say more?
We're looking forward to it, and also looking forward to having fans in the arena. Well, you go back and you look at the annals of the AfroBasket, and you see that Angola have been one of the dominant teams in the history of the competition, winning it for the first time in 1989 when they hosted it in Luanda. And that set off a string of 4 consecutive titles. And then after Senegal won it in 1997, Angola won it another several titles in a row. 6 in a row, finishing 2009. The last time they won the FIBA AfroBasket back in 2013.
They tried a DA move.
Of course, they finished runners-up in 2015, falling to Nigeria in Tunisia. Three teams from each of the 5 groups will qualify for the FIBA AfroBasket, so that is the aim. You want to be in the top 3.
Let's go, guys.
And not the odd team out. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and let's see here.
That's what I do to start the game.
Here we have an interesting jump ball to start proceedings, and it looked like it's not often that you see the jump ball hit right out of bounds with so much force, but I suppose the attempt was being made maybe to get a fast break or something. But anyway, it's going to be basketball for Kenya in the white. Angola wearing the red today. Owili, who started well yesterday, gets it back, almost turned it over. And Tyler Ongwae goes baseline. The Bakken Bear turns, and great defense.
Telling you, tough shot, inefficiency. Did not change anything.
think probably during last night's game, I didn't give enough credit to that Angola defense. On offense, they certainly have their struggles, but defensively,
Right now, you can even call this game Kenya's gonna lose.
they were a little bit better. A long jump shot, and that was off target by Jacques Conceição. His father, one of the all-time greats of Angola basketball, Jacques Conceição.
No primary ball handler, no playmaking guard, nobody. It's the same way they said in the press conference for the post game in Senegal. They said they have makeshift. Well, then you expect a win in your dreams.
Conceição, in the FIBA Hall of Fame, in fact. Here they find a Willie wide open. So after singing the praises of the Angola defense, they give away a layup to start the contest.
This is the only lead Kenya had. Sad. Don't foul.
That was Ronnie Gombe who picked up the assist, and now Conceição clears a little bit of space by throwing his forearm right at Bosire to push off.
When you're giving up the ball.
Gombe again has it. No open look this time down low. Now the three-point attempt from the captain, Eric Mutoro.
Inefficient game. Inefficient. It's like nobody even is in sync of what is going on, so sad.
Fabrizio Joaquim's pass intercepted by Mutoro. Angola looking like they're starting a little slow here today. Tyler Ongwae with a three-pointer.
Not bad.
And just like that, Kenya, just as they started yesterday with a 5-0 lead against Senegal, have started today with a 5-0 lead against Angola. Joaquim tries to answer, and it's Tyler Ongwae with the rebound. I really believed yesterday, certainly early on, that Kenya, despite their struggles in the fourth quarter against Senegal, would be able to come out and really put up a fight today against Angola, and the early indicators are that could be the case. Sometimes it takes a while for Angola to get in the flow. Even you could suggest wake up. Lionel Paulo guarded closely out on the perimeter.
Okay.
The three-point shot is good.
Nobody was paying attention to their play. Someone just decided to get off the screen and hit the shot. Where was Kenya's defense? Someone chose to Jigglypuff in that play.
And it's Olimpio Cipriano, the veteran, the 38-year-old. Well, he only hit one yesterday, and maybe that'll start an avalanche of three-pointers for him today. Mutoro with a little runner. A floater.
Don't foul. Shot. Okay,
And
take the ball.
Shot was missed.
Where's this guy going?
For some reason, the official scorers gave that last basket to Ongwae, but in fact, it was not Ongwae, but Mutoro.
Has been a bit quiet. I've not seen number 23 make huge plays. Let's see if this game is gonna make a huge play. Off-ball movement. No one is rolling.
There's Ongwae again.
The shot clock is on.
And Nderitu did not get the shot off in time.
You see my point? These guys don't even know how to use the shot clock. Shot clock violation. This is like the 5th one or the 6th one. I don't know. Obey the shot clock. Know how to use the shot clock.
Now inside, Joaquim unsuccessful. And a chance for Kenya to run.
He's in.
Posita rather gets it. Now over to Ongwai. Tyler Ongwai down to Owili.
Cut. Yo, 23 cut. Run inside and take the ball from this guy. I mean, run in.
Willie gets it on the baseline, puts it up. Valdelicio Joaquim rebounds it.
Let's go.
And finally, Angola stopped the rot. And it's that man once again, Olympio Cipriano, this time inside
Let's see
the
what
arc.
he's gonna do with the ball. Move without the ball. Stop waiting for the ball. Call for the screen. Roll.
Toto missing it from deep. And now foul has been called in the scrap for the rebound. And they might get Valdelicio Joaquim for the shirt tug.
Okay, that's what they're gonna do with this possession.
There's Karanga missing from the base.
Inefficient. Why did you pull up for that? You're shot hunting. Manufacture a good shot. That's not a good shot. And this is why your field goal percentage is so low.
Slide. And high off the glass. And boy, Cipriano has brought his A game. Scoring all of the points.
And this is how you lost the lead. You see, move from the paint. This big man, move, attack the basket, stay on the low block, move off the ball, switch from the screen.
To tie it at 7. Oh boy, that was.
See, I'm telling you, inefficient play, low basketball IQ. You're not aware that you're supposed to be on the court. Angola's already tied it, and you had the lead. That's the only lead.
Terrible shot. Not sure if he meant that to be a pass, but triggers a break for Angola. Now the shot from Paulo from the right corner doesn't hit anything. Cipriano tries to commit the foul to stop the break. Here is Mutoto again for the second time.
I'm telling you, stop playing hero ball. That's how you're gonna lose. Now they're gonna capitalize from this. You should have you small guy you should have passed it down low for this guy before you made the run, so he can get the easy layup.
Good.
Where is your defense? Morans, where are your defense? This is not what we talked about.
Patience down low by Cacao, and Angola have taken.
Mind you, you're gonna face this team again. If you don't make the changes to beat them, you're gonna lose again.
Lead. So timeout on the floor by Kenya as they look to redress some issues that are popping up here, probably particularly with their shot selection. Okay.
So I told you, even the reporter knows it. The shot selection is bad. I mean, you're taking ill-advised shots, inefficient shots. You're not thinking about the other teammates. Trust your teammates. You have to trust each other in the court so that you can be able to make the right play.
No, there is not going to be a timeout. Okay, now there is a timeout So your guess is as good as mine, folks. I'm not sure what's going on out there. So some early struggles for Angola, but they have come back to take a 9-7 lead with 4:22 remaining here in the first quarter.
Kenya just looks out of their game right now.
Hey, continuamos com a defesa. Na defesa, consigo controlar. Pra baixo. Não, eu vou ter que ir no clone dele. Se eu conseguir controlar, dando um braço aqui, deixando ele pelo meio. Pronto, é isso. Bloqueio.
You should have
Shooting numbers for both.
You should have planned that, all those strategies in the locker room. Apparently, you people are not even aware that these guys have already read you, and they have drawn their first blood in the game, and you're not gonna lead ever until the game ends.
Teams have made 3 for each.
Easily, inefficient manufactured shot. This guy, Angola guy, is just making it look so easy, like so easy getting into his shot, high percentage shot. He can hit the 3, he can hit the J. As our team, man, it's just pathetic.
Back to live action, exploding to the rim and pass back outside. And a foul has been called. So Nderitu in the game, past first point guard. Oh boy.
Miscommunication
goes
and
out of bounds.
capitalize on the turnover
Wayward.
now.
Gonçalves also in the game. Gerson Gonçalves. Excuse me.
The miscommunication is so
Ongwa
evident.
outside
Nobody knows what
to
they're supposed to do.
Karanga. Now back to Ongwa. Really went for the rebound, but it's Angola's. It was Joaquin who got it, or Cacao who got it. Now from the right corner. Well, I said he was the pass first point guard, but there he is launching the 3. He does get it back though, and then he's fouled by Tyler Ongwa.
And the fouling begins. I mean, Kenya looks so clueless. Y'all don't even know what's supposed to do. Who is supposed to call the play or even run the play? See, I'm telling you, makeshift guards don't win games.
Gotta be careful when the little guard is around you. He'll pick you clean. A sloppy play for Angola, but they still get it back. Nderitu drives in, passes out to Cacao, who misses. And again, Kenya very lackadaisical, not rebounding with authority, almost have the ball stolen. So Nderitu making an impact on defense out there, very bothersome. Valentine Diakenda has just checked into the game. Karanga. Vitoro. And Ronnie Gumbe short with his turnaround. Excuse me, that was Nderitu. Oh, in fact, I think that was Gumbe.
He thought about taking a shot. He was confused. I'm telling you.
Also win the game. And Nderitu puts it up.
Should have called the foul. You see.
Now up ahead.
Open.
Gonçalves. Easy layup.
Miscommunication. You all want to go for the steal. You see. You've let a 3 on. All players, when you've lost the ball, you have to rush back on defense to prevent that shot.
Made by João Lopes Pedro. So the well is dry right now for Kenya.
And the turnovers begun.
Not functioning well on either end of the floor right now.
Nobody's playing. No player here is playing as if no one is playing like they have a brain, or even a semblance of, or even a shred of any basketball IQ. And these people ask themselves why they are losing.
Well, Angola started as if they looked a little bit tired after last night's exertions against Mozambique. Right now it's Kenya that just seems all out of sorts. Almost as if their fourth quarter collapse has continued.
In this game, they have melted in the first quarter.
Continued into this game. Look a little lost out there. Nobody boxing out. Angola getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Now the pass snared by Gombe. Nderitu puts it up. Nobody boxes out. This time Gombe, and
oh man,
Angola coming over and getting the swat. Gonçalves.
See, they're not going to play with you. Get the ball, bring it down. If you feel like this guy has already come in, kick it out to the shooter. You don't have to go in and score.
A little pump fake might be in order there.
This guy was so clueless. This Gombe guy was so clueless that he couldn't see. This other guy was trailing to swat the shot. He was just like, oh, it's me in the rim, 2 points. You see what that got you? What are you doing? Get back on D.
Low scoring game so far. Angola up 11-7, a minute and a half to go in the first quarter.
Easy shot.
João Lopes Pedro outside to the young Da Silva. This is with his first three.
Easy shot.
And the second one is good. He's definitely got that in his repertoire. He is a good three-point shooter. We saw it yesterday. And now very, again, careless play.
I'm telling you.
The guard.
Turnovers. Lack of awareness on the court, you see. He forced the turnover.
Play for Kenya has been questionable. Bosire. And the left-handed Da Silva looks over at the bench after that three.
They're down by 7.
He's definitely got a nice stroke on him.
shot.
Oh boy, they go right around the defense. It's Nderitu and with an easy layup, and now a turnover, and Kenya just falling apart here. Ball dribbles.
Fouling, turnovers, that's our speciality. Just know how to foul and turn over the ball.
It goes off the leg. Look at this, Nderitu.
Foul.
This time Gonçalves is fouled. It really does feel like Kenya's fourth quarter meltdown yesterday has sapped a lot of confidence out of this team, and I don't know if it has anything to do with conditioning or
they've never been training. The fact is, these guys have not been together at all. They have low IQ in the court, low basketball IQ. They don't even know play calls. They can't even understand play calls. Then you expect them to win a game, please. They started their meltdown way back in the first quarter. At least in the Senegal game, they showed some fight. But now they're out.
What? Because they were a pesky bunch for the first three quarters, but we haven't seen that at all today. Three-point shot this time off the back of the iron by Gonçalves.
They're holding the ball too long.
And finally, talking about stopping the rot. So Tyler Ongwae gets a three to go. No look pass. Beautiful play, Angola. De Silva spotted Gonçalves coming in from the baseline. And that's how the first quarter finishes. Well, two words come to mind when assessing that. Not good for Kenya. They are already.
It's a pathetic quarter for Kenya. This goes to show you how mentally weak the team is.
In trouble against Angola. Here on day 2 of the FIBA AfroBasket Qualifiers, the no-look pass, getting the layup for Angola by Gonçalves, who says thank you very much. And it's Angola. They go over to the bench, leading it 18-10.
You mean to tell me they only scored 17% from the field? Inefficient. They took too many shots than Angola. Then you expect me to believe that these guys have a winning mentality. They've shot more than Angola and have a low field goal percentage. These guys have converted half of their shots.
So the numbers speak for themselves. 6 of 11 inside the arc for Angola.
Kenya has no chance against this team again.
Well, Kenya started well enough, scoring the game's first 5 points. But they didn't keep scoring. That was the problem. They scored 5 quick points, and then they finished with just 10 in the opening quarter. And Angola, meanwhile, once they got their noses in front, they went on a little run. Angola leading by as many as 9 points. Right now up by 8. Cipriano had a good start. Started out by hitting a three-pointer, and that put him on his way. He is the leading scorer for the team. 7 points
killing us.
For Olimpio Cipriano.
This guy's just killing us.
He's been lively since coming off the bench.
I don't think we stand a
FIBA
chance
AfroBasket
with these guys again.
Qualifiers. There will also be games in February. That'll be the third window. All of this is about having more national team basketball. The favorite teams of the country around the world.
Put the ball on the
It's been a
floor.
big hit. Unfortunately, no fans allowed for this window because of the coronavirus pandemic.
I kept on screen. Let's watch that again.
Window because of the coronavirus
Let's watch that again.
pandemic. Unfortunately, no fans allowed for this window because of the coronavirus
He's
pandemic.
supposed to go left, but he went right.
Gombe.
One more time.
This window because of the coronavirus.
This guy was supposed to go left, not right. If this screen was supposed to be effective, this guy should have come, set a left screen for this guy so he can slide right. But well, I told you, this elaborates and explains the low basketball IQ that these people played with in the whole qualifier.
Pandemic. Gombe. Kenya stay after it. Yakenda almost, but Nderitu
They scrapped for the ball like that and they still lost it.
looks up ahead, and then his pass too far ahead of De Silva. Well, it was the right idea, but just
This guy lost his confidence until he gave this guy the ball. Ha ha. Let's watch that again. He's the guard. This is a forward. Why did you lose your confidence that much when you lost the ball until you had to give this guy the ball? I mean, lack of team chemistry, lack of confidence, and lack of trust in your players. That's what makes you lose games.
well, it was the right idea, but just overthrew him.
He's not gonna get that ball.
Talorongwa. Now runner Gombe.
Nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody. Okay. Let me get one thing straight. This guy would have kicked it out to this guy. This guy was just ball watching. He couldn't pass to this guy unless he had cut this side so he can put a backdoor cut. Cut a pass so that he can get to the rim. This guy apparently is not looking at the ball. He's looking at the action from this other guy. So the smart play would be, this guy will have run off, taken the pass, reached up behind the back pass, and an easy layup. Let's see what they do.
Now runner Gombe.
Nothing.
Gets it over to a Willie at the free throw line.
And that accentuates what took place in the whole game. Inefficiency at its best.
And now and shot goes over the rim, and again another opportunity, and the pass almost getting to a Willie. Now he gets it. He's got the size advantage, and he goes up with still blocked from behind.
Foul.
And Ronnie Gombe comes in
And fouls.
and commits the foul on Nderitu.
Foul. Coach better take him out of the game. This guy is just useless at this point.
The top three teams from each of the 5 groups will go on and qualify.
How did they come up with this list of, or this roster in which they were supposed to travel? Did they just pick up people from the roadsides of Nairobi just to come in and play? Because, my God, these guys are atrocious. Like they don't even have a clue on how to play smart basketball. It's like they're just picked up from the roadside. I don't know.
For the FIBA AfroBasket, and remember, in the last window, there was...
This guy's running in. He was shielded. This guy's just ball watching. I mean...
some action from the African teams. As you see the drive denied.
Not paying attention. Let's watch that play again.
In the last...
Apparently this guy was just ball watching. This guy was manning him perfectly. He has sagged off too much. So this guy was running in for the ball. You should have just cut him off, because this guy was gonna get the screen, get a front screen. So you should have cut in, stop that pass. But you didn't.
Window. There was some action from the African teams. As you see the drive denied. Cote d'Ivoire won all 3 of their games. Cameroon only lost to Cote d'Ivoire. They were 2-1, and Equatorial Guinea beat Guinea. So they finished, or at least they rose to 3rd in the standings, but still work to do in that group as well. Those teams are not playing in this window. Here's De Silva from a long way out, just to beat the shot clock, but the ball bounced out of bounds.
I'm telling you, this guy lost all faith in him. The whole team turned on him until they had to give this guy as a forward to bring the ball up court. So it goes to show you how the lack of trust in teammates. What are you guys doing together? You should have been cutting. Cut in. Let this guy put the screen. You don't have to put a double screen there.
Nyakinda gets it to a Willie. This time a little bit of a pump fake, but still unsuccessful. Not getting much elevation.
Shot.
Saw his shot. Or Jose Anthony, rather. Now. Wide open. Tyler Ongwai. Good. Probably their best option.
Not the best, the only option they have. They have not even scored even since the second quarter started, when they're 3 minutes in.
Jose Antonio, now for Angola, was the one who missed that last shot for them. Gombe goes up for the rebound, and suddenly a little bit of life for Kenya here. Tyler Ongwai, oh, shaking and baking. Oh, he had the shot, but he passes it, and all of a sudden Kenya have incredibly cut the deficit.
Play like that. You should have had like multiple plays like that, huge plays like that, like highlight plays like that, instead of taking ill-advised, inefficient shots. Attack the basket. The refs will respect it and send you to the line. Can you do that in the next game? That's the trick question.
Just 3 points, forcing Angola to call timeout. It was a great move by Tyler Ongwai. And this is where Tyler Ongwai was left wide open and just calmly sank the three-pointer.
Ou avisa para trocar. Estamos vendo o Mel vir aqui, ó. Estamos vendo o Mel vir aqui, um grande. Tá todo mundo aqui colado no seu homem. E o cara jogando um contra um aqui. Volta pro jogo. E aqui no ataque ele precisa mover a bola.
Just around with 7 points leading the scoring for Angola, but they've had a very slow start here to the second quarter. Coach Jose Noto imploring his team better movement without the ball and move the ball. Don't just settle for jump shots early in the shot clock, early in the possession. And Kenya, as bad as they looked, for such a long stretch have kind of snuck back into the contest. And where's the defense here for Angola? Nowhere to be found.
I'm telling you, these guys are shit.
Tyler Ongwae. He's listed with 11 points, but I believe he's got 9 because I think one basket was credited to him that should have gone to Eric Ruben Motoro.
Move without the ball.
Driving in, the ball knocked out of bounds. Gonçalves. Good hands by Gombe. And that shot by De Silva was short. Nice little pass by Niakenda. Ongwae on the break. And a foul called on Angola. So Tyler Ongwae, I think he had both feet behind the arc. Here it is again. Yep.
3 free throws coming up.
So 3 free throws to tie it for Tyler Ongwae. And he uses a lot of rim and the backboard to get that first one to go down. The foul was actually on. Doesn't get the second one to go. So the foul was actually called on Gerson Gonçalves. He does get the third to go, so now it's a 1-point game. Kenya. Kenya believe it. Kenya trailing by 1 point against Angola. Bosida picks up the foul out on the perimeter. It's only the second team foul on Kenya here in the quarter. But quite rightly tried to fight his way through that screen or around it. Dundao flies in and gets the Kenyan defenders off their feet and draws the foul. So it's on Ariel Okal Karanga, not Gombe. And Dundao goes to the line.
Should start an all-fouling first team.
As part of the challenge of these national team competitions, you know, you have to be able to come out and play on consecutive days and sometimes less than 24 hours later. And that's can be mentally draining. You don't know, did you sleep well the night before after your previous game? You also have that element of, well, we're playing Kenya and we're supposed to be a lot better than them. And that time Kenya just give the rebound away. And boy, was that costly. That is almost unforgivable. You fail to rebound the basketball, and Dundao ends up with a three-pointer. But a foul was called on Gakao. Nevertheless, Angola go up 21-17. Nearly 4 minutes into the second quarter. Ronnie Gombe now. Karanga. Again, early in the shot clock, not making the Angolans work on defense that time. Dundao pushes it quickly, passes it back, and a three-pointer from the veteran Cipriano was short. And Dundao going for the steal, knocks it out of bounds. Again going for the steal, and he does. He forces the turnover. And swooping in and
telling you, first team all turnovers.
Scoring was Cipriano. Well, turnovers kill you. They hurt him yesterday against Senegal, and they're hurting him today.
Sure.
Tyler Ongwae was short with that attempt. And all of a sudden, the momentum going back to Angola. Bosira picks up the foul.
Take him out of the game. He's useless.
So Niakinde and Karanga go out. It's Bosire, Gombe, Eric Mutoro, Ongwae, and Desmond Owili now in for Kenya.
Beat. Easy line.
Driving in and scoring beautifully, number 24, Jose Antonio. And now the lead is back up to 8 points. And all that good work by Kenya to get back. The effort, all of a sudden, disappearing.
So this is the dominant force.
Points.
So this is the guy they're going to in the offense in the post. Pathetic.
Made up. Willie misses in the lane, and suddenly Angola can go back up by 10 or 11. Foul called, I believe, on Owili. So Jean Lopez Pedro has free throws coming.
Foul.
Well, in fairness, didn't see too much wrong.
Most brain-dead, pedestrian, low IQ move that you can ever do in the court. Actually, in an actual game, you should feel ashamed of yourself.
But Owili also looked like he wasn't hardly playing defense, so that's probably why he's shocked the foul was called.
Kenya's already fouled out. So all the fouls that are coming after this, they're going to the line, even if it's beyond the arc. Need I say more?
Angola have yet to make a free throw. They're 0 for 3. Gondal missed his 2. And finally, one drops. Haven't seen Carlos Moraes yet. The lead is 9 for Angola. Coming up on the 4-minute mark. Oh boy, the telegraph pass by Tyler Ongwae. And Cipriano misses the dunk. And then he gets it back and then he fumbles it away. Oh boy, that's an embarrassing moment for the veteran of Angola. See if they can capitalize. No, they cannot. And again, this time he's not going to miss. He's just going to lay it up.
That's because it's just
gets it.
That's because it's just funny.
Coming up on the 4-minute mark. Oh boy.
So this is the star of the team. Made the most brain-dead low IQ play ever. Telegraphed his pass.
Lead is 9 for Angola. Coming up on the 4-minute mark. Oh boy, the telegraph pass by Tyler Ongwae. And
even though he missed the dunk,
Cipriano misses the dunk.
Kenya should have capitalized on that and scored at least 2 points, but what did they do?
And then he gets it back and then he fumbles it away. Oh boy, that's an embarrassing moment for the veteran of Angola. See if they can capitalize. No, they cannot.
They cannot capitalize.
And again, this time he's not going to miss. He's just going to lay it up.
Give them 3 points. They can't. They don't even have the grit or really the awareness.
That was a golden opportunity for Kenya. They let it slip.
So this is the guy who's supposed to man the post.
4-point swing, missing it on their end, and then allowing Cipriano to get the wide open layup.
You're pathetic.
Eric Mutoro, though, gets the 3-pointer to fall.
They're still down 8. Well, we're just playing we're just playing checkers, or the other team is just playing chess, man.
Nowhere to go. The ball hands off. And there Lopez gets an easy deuce.
10-point lead. The same way we were. Stop settling for a 3.
Bosire. Back of the cup. Cipriano gets it to Dundao. His alley-oop pass, and Lopez is up to there's Joan Lopez Pedro.
And that was the end of us even showing up or even putting up a fight in the whole game.
To the task.
These guys have no interest in playing. Timorans have no interest even making this game interesting or even competitive. Just dumb turnover, dumb play, shucked in a full plays.
Boy, that was a great.
Well, these guys are playing like all-star guys, all-star players. The Angola team, Kenya's team is just playing like us at this point.
Catch, wasn't it? You didn't realize.
We're just straight us.
Yep.
How dare!
Perfect catch and shot.
How dare you attempt to lose
High
again.
degree of difficulty for Joan Lopez Pedro.
What adjustments did you even
the lead
make?
goes back to 12.
The thing that gets me is this coach keeps crying about experience and inexperience, where this is the place where you're supposed to get the experience from these people, yet you just lose.
Wow, brought a little bit of rain with that shot. The three-pointer. Odindo makes it a 9-point game.
Foul.
Victor Odindo crying out for playing time. Maybe he'll turn the tide for Kenya. Timeout has been called after the foul. After the foul on Leno Paula, fouling Odindo. So Angola on top 32-23.
We are losing.
2:15 remaining in the first half.
Them?
Their biggest lead has been 12 points in this game. So
doesn't even know what he's supposed to do. I mean, do you even watch NBA games or even pick some film from an NBA game and try to emulate it? Y'all are just playing like a bunch of people who just picked up a basketball that very day.
they scored 10 of their
So
26 points.
See how you people just embarrass us
off 8
in these games.
turnovers by Kenya.
Your whole country is behind you and you just lose like that. 6 rebounds only, 2 rebounds. If you don't play well, just sit the whole game. You don't even have to play. Nobody even knows also how to play. They're all gassed. All the players out here are just gassed. Nobody's helping. Nobody's even helping defensively. Like no one is even obeying play calls. These guys just shoot the ball like it's just upsetting.
Kenya, you know, at various times they've fallen behind by big numbers, and it's almost as if the team that is beating them, whether it be Senegal or Angola, they kind of lose their concentration, and Kenya were able to sneak their way back into the game. And you wonder if they'll be able to do that again today, because they got to within 1 point, had a chance to take the lead, but did not, and now they've got a little bit of a mountain to climb. Here's the turnover. Well, they get it right back. Odindo now into Awili, and Awili is fouled by Jose Antonio.
So this is the big guy. Big for nothing. You can't even body that guy. They're being harassed by a guy who's smaller than you. Feel embarrassed. Where did this person even come from? This is the guy who's in charge of the basketball team, who is so clueless about even making play calls or even noting the roles players have to play. And people ask why we are losing. It's because of such characters.
Willie takes his time and makes both to get it back to 7 points. Now, can Kenya finish the half strong and go to the changing rooms with an extra bounce in their step? Or will Angola race back into a double-digit lead? Joaquin back in the game. He's got it. And fouled by Odendo. That is just you just do not foul the jump shooter, especially from behind.
This is what I'm saying. Brain dead defensive plays. This guy just doesn't even know positioning, how to defend a guy who's shooting. Just falls like a Joe Rockhead retard. You see, even the coach knows he did something stupid. Stupid play, sit down.
Well, Joaquin has...
he has to be talked to on how to even defend. This guy just so clueless.
Certainly done it the right way. Choosing to play his college basketball at Hawaii. Who would not like to do that? He had a great career there. And now he's back home in Angola playing at Petro and playing for his national team. But that's just how costly that foul was. You give him the 2 free throws and you lose all your momentum.
And over again. Shot.
From the right corner, and the 3-pointer is good. So we talked about it, and Jose Antonio taking it back up to a double-digit lead.
These guys are, what is going on?
Kenya just have these moments where they just lose all their
IQ.
Smarts. Eric Mutoro.
Not smart, they lose their basketball IQ and do some retarded plays on the court.
Missing from...
Not just retarded, brain dead, pedestrian, idiotic, retarded plays on the court.
Long range, and now 2-on-1. Dundao, is he going to go all the way? Yes, he is, but he's not going to make it. Ranigumbe decides to go all the way.
Because missing layups at the rim.
Angola trying to grab a stranglehold on proceedings. Valdelicio Joaquin misses, but there for the putback was Gakao. And now an offensive foul called on...
moving screen.
Is it Owile?
I'm telling you. Screens don't move. A screen doesn't move, you idiot.
And now an offensive foul called on...
Kwani nyinyi mliweza kucheza basketball lini?
Is it Owile? Oh boy, that's looks like possibly a tough call on Owile. That's why he was looking, because he hardly moved. But Angola now with all the momentum. They were leading by just 7. They've doubled that advantage to 39-25 in less than 2 minutes. Cipriano with 11 points, leading the scoring.
Quero que passe. Zé P, quero que passe a bola aqui, ó. Passa no Leonel, Leonel, aponta o chute. Amugo, você vai abrir, tá bom? Depois, devolve a bola, troca de posição, vira a bola, tá? Vai virar a bola. Quando virar a bola, eu quero o seguinte aqui, ó. Eu quero
Get back in the court. 41 seconds remaining.
Bloqueando o Vander, bloqueando esse
This
homem
guy's
aqui,
asleep.
tá?
Sniper match. Sniper.
Vê se já precisa jogar essa bola no Leonel. Tá bom? Leonel recebe, troca de posição. Certo?
Angola, força!
Well, Angola, it didn't seem like they should be in this position. Although, having watched these teams play, you knew it was possible. Now
Yes,
the question is, can they lower the boom?
Yes, it was possible. They're playing like
For
basketball
halftime,
players. We're
up
playing like
14,
mediocre
and with possession.
players.
Can they get another basket? Shot clock winding down. They're going to have to hurry one up here. Cacao for three. And if they can hold on to it, the last possession will belong to Kenya.
No one even knows their positioning in the court. It's like they're playing netball.
Final seconds ticking off the clock. And the three-pointer is short, as was the tip of cap.
So, just to be clear, Angola is playing basketball, Kenya is playing netball, and that is why we have this deficit.
The tip attempt, so Angola had a small lapse there where they allowed Kenya to get back into the contest, but they have gone back in front by 14 points. So at halftime, it's Kenya leading it. Excuse me, at halftime, it's Angola leading it 39-25 over Kenya. Shooting effort for Kenya inside the arc. Just a woeful shooting effort for Kenya inside the arc, 14%.
These stats are not different from even the other game we played with Senegal. That's why I told you before we started the VOD, low expectations. These guys are straight up garbage truck juice. Timorans are just garbage.
Angola out rebounding him, out assisting him, and out stealing him. Also doing a lot of damage after those steals.
Then you ask yourself why you are
however,
this is the way
he's
you
listed
lose.
with 13 points, but again, I think he might have 11 when they review it. Cipriano with 11 points to top the Angolan scores. Here's a look back. Here's a look back at some of the plays from the first half. Willie and Ongwai, probably the picks from yesterday, at least in the offensive categories, have had their moments, as has this man. Starting things off, Cipriano with a three-pointer. And that was Bototo's basket that I think was wrongly credited to Tyler Ongwai. That was a nice little handoff. And the finish. Dundal, I thought, brought a nice sense of energy to the team. Left open. That's kind of what started the comeback. The open three-pointer. That three from Nderitu was good, but they called the foul on Gakao. Penetration and the finish by Jose Antonio has been pretty impressive, and Cipriano as well, again getting another two, leaking out early after he missed his dunk. So Tyler Ongwae has hit 3 3-pointers. He's 3 of 5 from deep. Jose Antonio, Cipriano, Melvin De Silva, and Childe Nderitu each with 3-pointers, 1 3-pointer for Angola, who are looking to go to 2-0 today, and Kenya trying to avoid falling to 2-0, but they've got a lot of work cut out if they're going to accomplish that. That was a very welcomed 3-pointer coming off the bench by Odindo. So Cipriano kind of leading the way, and it'll be interesting to see who is in the team.
Let's just get back on the court. Okay, so let's see what these guys got for us. Because, man, if these guys don't step up this other game, they're screwed big time. The court looks sweet. NBA grade court. Oh, they cut off the sound. Well, I think they cut off the sound. I'm not sure what they were doing or what they used to record this, but let's just talk a bit. Okay, we can see the low level of mental strength that our team has. I mean, look at the plays that they're making. Look at the sets that they're running. Look at even basic pick and roll action. They lack it. They lack basic pick and roll action. They don't know how to defend a shooter, and they don't know how to get back on defense, especially in transition, to stop his transitional points. So my thing is, these guys better get their heads straight in every time out and every time they huddle up and say, we are not going to close out on one person like 3 people. We have to make sure like we gather ourselves in such a point that we're able to stop or even cut the passes that they're going to make. Because if they're not going to stop that, we're going to bleed more. And I feel like if these guys don't, if these morons don't rectify the mistakes that they have been exposed by Senegal and Angola. Senegal and Angola really have exploited our flaws and have exposed us in the way that we play. So my thing is, in the lead up to this other new game that you're gonna play this weekend, because it's gonna be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's gonna be back to back to back. If we don't fix these issues, we're screwed. and we are gonna lose again. I mean, these guys have our number. They have the mental edge. These guys are making mistakes, and they're still capitalizing on their mistakes. We make a mistake and they capitalize on us. You're making them lax. They don't have any pressure to score because we are weak. They know.
Maybe get a little bit better execution.
These guys know that even if we get the ball, there's nothing we can do. We're gonna turn it over. We should not let them have that mentality when you get into the court again.
On offense. So we'll see if Carlos Moraes comes out and plays in the second half. There he is.
Okay, let's see what these guys have done with that halftime break, and let's see if they're gonna make the adjustments, a bit of adjustments on how they're gonna play to at least cut the lead. Even if we're gonna lose, let's just lose decently and respectfully. Cut the lead to like less than 10 points, make it clutch. But you already know Kenya is a trash team, so they're gonna lose either way.
Remember, this Kenya team came through the pre-qualifying to take part in this. And also remember that Angola have raised a lot of eyebrows, deciding pretty much to bring the Petro de Luanda team and their coach Jose Neto to this window. And maybe, you know, maybe it was a move because of the COVID. And it felt like it was easier to bring everybody from the same team. Valdelicio Joaquim walks out, hoping to make a bigger impact than he has so far in this tournament. Second half underway here in the Kigali Arena in Rwanda. The bubble for this AfroBasket qualifying campaign for both of these teams, Kenya in white and Angola in red. Cipriano misses with a three to start things off, and Bosire has it. Now Gombe, who's been quiet offensively.
What are you doing?
Bosire. Shot clock winding down. They get it inside to a Willie.
What are you waiting for? If you have an open look, take the shot. These guys are just, Kenyans are just hesitating to like taking that shot. They're like, don't take that shot. Let me take that shot. It's like, later. If you have an open look, clean look, open, take the shot.
Turnover. Here comes Tyler Ongwai up ahead of the break, and he's going to dunk it. Oh, a little bit of pizzazz with that.
Great play.
He took off and threw it down with that right hand.
Is that a backcourt?
He took off and threw
Backcourt violation. They didn't call it.
it down with that right hand. We saw him drive.
That was a backcourt.
Driving hard to the basket against Senegal, and it seems like whenever there's a run.
Or was it? He didn't move. Let's see again. Was it a backcourt?
He took off
He bounced
and
the ball.
threw it down with that right hand. We saw him driving hard to the basket against Senegal, and it seems like whenever there's a run for this team from Kenya, it starts with a Nongwai shot. But Valdelicio Joaquim puts paid to that by driving himself and getting to the basket. Battle for the rebound, Angola. Lionel Paulo. Pass to the corner. Mikal has it. Willie on his back, and he passes, and Cipriano misses. Looks at the ref for a call, but he's not going to get it. Long jump shot not there for Kenya. And Lionel Paulo with those giant
telling you, transition points killing us. They're killing us.
Steps. Re-extends the lead to 43 to 27.
You gotta stop those baskets.
16 points on top. Long way to go in this one. But Kenya have to get stops and points, and that was the type of play.
As a big man, don't take the ball on top of the perimeter. Take it at the low block. Don't take it at the elbow. Take it at the block to prevent contact.
But Kenya have to get stops and points, and that was the type of play right there. Is Cipriano.
Conditioning. This guy is playing a position that he's not used to. He's a makeshift.
Fouls Willie. Willie has to make that and get a chance for a three-point play. This is Ongwai and his spectacular dunk. He's on the runway. Look at that. Boy, he is in some pain, Willie. There must have been something awkward that we didn't see that caused him to miss that layup. Maybe he was hitting the sternum. But that does not look good. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Here he is again, driving. Here he is again, driving.
Oh.
I think something just awkward happened in his movement.
He was hitting the groin area. That guy swiped him in the groin.
And that can happen. Karenga's going to come into the game. Okal Karenga. And Willie kind of goes out. Hopefully he'll be okay. Sometimes you can pull a muscle.
He was hitting the groin. That shows you how weak they are. They can't even. He was too injured. He was too injured to even make a free throw. Kobe tore his Achilles and came back and made the free throw. Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles, made the free throw. Klay Thompson tore his ACL, came and made the free throw. You didn't tear anything. Bro, you're weak. You're weak, bro.
And we don't have much margin for error. You need to make your free throws. Okal Karanga misses the first. He does rattle in the second. Valdelicio, Joaquim. And they turn it over, Kenya. Oh, those mistakes are killers.
See, all those mistakes, bro.
Cacao, very opportunistic.
Keep making those mistakes.
Nice try by Posire, but good defense again.
That's what I'm telling you.
By Angola, knocking it away and preventing the layup. Was it Cacao or no? It was one of his Angolan teammates. Joaquim. Three-point shot, and Cipriano nails another one. 14 points for him. They'll make it 16, in fact, because he started this half with a basket.
Nice.
Then Paulo drives in and scores and has a chance for a three-point play. No, excuse me, Cipriano does have 14 points.
All fouling first team.
Angola with their biggest lead of the game right now, 20 points. And now they stretch that to 21. And Cipriano is huffing and puffing. Colombia hasn't been quite as...
Bro, they've been running the game. They're running away from the game, bro. They're being scored on left, right, and center. I mean, can't make this shit up.
Influential today as he was yesterday against Senegal. Perhaps a little winded. And Okal Karanga called for a charge.
Telling you, all fouling first team. We just know how to foul and play cardio.
Throwing his man out of the way. Watch this. Just kind of stepped in front of him. Spirits right now low for this Kenya team. They need to dig deep. They need some inspiration from somebody. And maybe it'll be Nderitu that brings it. Fidel Okaf also in the game. Number 35. Ongwai rebounds the miss. Boy, his pass was telegraphed. Lucky to get that one back. Nice quick passing. The cow raises his hand to accept the foul for Angola. Another steal. And just very sloppy basketball all the way around for Kenya.
They've been sloppy all through. You see what they're doing? Choking. They're choking, bro. They choked away with Senegal. They're gonna choke away with Angola.
As they try to come back. Let's look at the turnover numbers right now. 14 turnovers for Kenya. I believe 5 already in this quarter.
Hit the shot 3.
Cipriano again, and again he gets it to go, the three-pointer. And they are just really putting up a big number on Kenya, which honestly I didn't anticipate at the start. I thought Kenya might be able to give them a game, but they just have been flat, mistake-filled. And this Angola team has, well, they've made some shots. But Kenya have just scored 28 points 25 minutes into the game. Nderitu for 3. Nderitu Joaquim trapped and then commits a foul out of frustration. One of the three-pointers for Cipriano today. That's the one he just made, and this is Nderitu right at the other end. I still think we might have a run left in Kenya, but they are trailing by 23 points. So it's going to have to be an awfully big run if they're going to have a real chance to threaten.
They can't have a big run because they have squandered all the plays that they have.
In this one. Ongwai for 3. Well, there you know, it's back to a 20-point deficit. Back-to-back threes for, well, 2 3-pointers out. Ongwai gets his hands up. And the pass intercepted now. Up ahead, and it's going to be an easy one. Yes, it is. Great play by Kenya. So Eric Mutoro with the basket, finally credited with 2 points. I think he should have 2 more. And Kenya have cut it back to an 18-point deficit. That was another 3-pointer by Ongwai, who's had his share of threes today. 4 of 6 from 3-point range, Tyler Ongwai. Cipriano, Kenya need a stop. Leon Opalo off the front of the iron. Karanga rebounds it, gets it to Tyler Ongwai, who passes up ahead. A little runner. Oh, looked like it was going in for Eric Mutoro. Stayed out. And now the bounce pass over to Paulo. Uh-oh, Da Silva can hit that shot. Oh boy, he was well short. Kenya riding their luck a little bit as they chip away at this deficit. Remember, Owili injured and on the bench. Some type of injury to the midsection. Okath goes up, misses, but they get it back again, and that little floater by Eric Mutoro, he keeps going to it, but he can't get it to drop. One time he did get it to drop, the points went to Ongwai. Cipriano, nothing but air that time. So certainly a difficult patch now being encountered by Angola.
Let's see if they have the mental fortitude to get through this.
Okan Karanga. Niakenda takes a shot to the breadbasket. Unintentional. Oh, boy, he got it from Conceição. That must have hurt. Looked like he got him with the elbow as he was cutting into the lane. Niakenda, now he's going to inbound it. Tough pass corralled by Tyler Ongwai. If they get a basket here, could start to get interesting again. Gombe short, or Gombe, excuse me, short. And now a foul in the backcourt. And that is not a good foul because that is going to put Angola on the line. And the last thing you want to do when a team is out of its rhythm and struggling is put them on the free throw line. So it will be Jacques Conceição.
I mean, just sending him back to the line.
He only makes 1 of 2. And Conceição arguing it should be Angola basketball. Watch this. I think he's right. And they do get it.
Yeah.
Could be a costly trip down the floor this time.
Foul trouble.
So João Lopez Pedro now has a chance to go to the line. He just should not be able to catch the basketball that easily, surrounded by 3 white shirts. First free throw is good. And Niakenda bringing the spark. He's got to really dig deep. If he continues to play like he has, you could see Kenya maybe getting back into it, but it was a three-point trip down the floor that time for Angola. Oh, excellent offensive rebound by Ronnie Gombe. So he's had a quiet night offensively, but they needed something like of that order. Now De Silva on the baseline. Hasn't been quite as sharp tonight as he was, or rather today, as he was last night. Coming up on the 1 minute mark in the third quarter, Angola, Jose Antonio for 3 points. Well, if De Silva was the guy that impressed last night, it's Jose Antonio today, and here is another impressive play, the steal by the big fella, João Lopes Pedro, and the fast break, and that is a killer. Great job defensively and then taking it down. And of course, that was the Jose Antonio three-pointer, and just almost in a split second, Angola, who had seen their deficit trimmed to 18, have now pushed it back up to 24 points with a chance to go to 25. And indeed it does, so with 59.5 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Once again, Angola looking like they're almost in an unassailable position. Kenya, they need to throw everything at this Angola team but the kitchen sink. And they might have a chance. They got to dig in. Karanga misses from a long way out. Karanga.
Sure.
Conceição steps into a three. And now the lead is ballooned.
Oh my God, every dagger.
And Kenya go out of bounds and it goes back to Angola. So the 28-point advantage.
Angola is like when you're playing 2K with someone. Let's say, for example, I'm playing with the Clippers and another guy is playing with the Warriors, and they're just, and Curry is just going off and hitting threes. Then he hits like a record breaking, like let's say 13 threes in the game. Then he's leading you that much. Then you know it's garbage time. Then the guy just closes you out with another back-to-back three. So that feeling, that's the feeling Kenya has. That player that gets scored on every time, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Just not quite enough quality in this Kenya team.
They've been lacking quality since the game started. Haven't you picked that up?
Get a little sloppy at times.
They've been sloppy at every turn.
And that's when Angola can punish you. They certainly have dips in their play as well, but not quite as drastic as those of Kenya. Definitely with.
The good thing about Angola is like they're finding every player. Like Kenya is only like 2 or 3 players playing.
The likes of Jose Antonio out there, they've got more weapons. Here he is. Gets baseline, puts it up and in. He's tough. He was at the World Cup last year. Final seconds ticking off the clock. A 30-point advantage for Angola. They got to launch it. So what was at one point a promising third quarter for Kenya turned into a nightmare is Angola, really with this man playing a big part, Jose Antonio, take it up to a 68-38 lead. Angola outscore Kenya in the quarter in the end, 29-13. They are in command here in the Kigali Arena.
They lead with 30 points. My God, like out of 32 shots, they only scored 19 points, 19% field goal percentage, 3-point percentage. They shot more threes, but they're still down. Don't lead by free throws with 71% because they only shot like 7 free throws, so that doesn't make anything.
Well, 3 times as many shots inside the arc for Angola, and they've also been to the line more. Just total domination offensively.
Kenya has no answer. Choking. This is the greatest choke job I've seen.
Well, this was, you know, the concentration, the attention to detail, the sloppy passing. That's what you think of when you think about Kenya sometimes.
It's everything that you think about when you look at Kenya, because like, what do you expect? Turnovers, sloppy play, brain-dead pedestrian plays, fouling, low basketball IQ. I mean, these guys, do they even watch film? Do they even play 2K? I mean, it's just pathetic.
The effort seems like it's there.
They have no effort. They have no grit. This girl was just tapped in the elbow. He's crying like a girl.
But then they cave in. They get moments of inspiration like that from Niakenda. And certainly Tyler Ongwae has provided the bulk tonight of the scoring, 18 points. But it's not been enough.
Your contribution means nothing if you're losing.
So that means we're going to see Joaquim Pedro come in, number 8 for Angola. Jose Antonio, Da Silva, Gonçalves, and João Lopes Pedro on the court for the team in red, Angola. Gombe turns and banks it in.
Okay, we needed such plays, produce such plays as we move forward.
To see Kenya really dig in here, try to give themselves a chance to at least make this more respectable. They get it back to 28 points. Da Silva catches and just kind of floats in for an easy one for Angola.
But at this point, why not? They're already leading, so whatever effort we make is futile. You're holding the ball too long.
Jose Antonio. Just gonna double check and see what he did at the World Cup. Numbers wise, I'm not sure how much Will Voigt played in. Jose Antonio did play 18.5 minutes per game. Didn't shoot it particularly well, 38%.
Foul.
Averaged 5.4 points.
Frustration foul.
He was also, well, he was 5 of 13 from three-point range. Not too bad. Conceição also was there. And the handoff, Niakinda, and there for the follow was Okal Karanga to cut it back. Cut it back to a 28-point deficit. Here he is, following that up. Good effort play by that man right there. I thought he played pretty well yesterday against Senegal.
I just wanted this guy to play well. I mean, this guy has all the tools, all the potential to like carry this team, but I don't know why. Okal number 23 cheza vizuri.
I like yesterday he came from the bench. He and Niakinda are nice little weapons for Kenya in bursts. Now the foul called. Strangely, they call it on the big man. They called that foul on João Lopes Pedro at the other end. He's not going to complain too much when his team's up 28 points, nearly 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Can you rebound it now? Karanga.
Going.
Talking about Niakinda, gets it down low and earns a trip to the line.
Foul.
Valentine Niakinda.
Great. Foul again.
Pump fake, yep. I mean, even if João Lopes Pedro does not make contact in that situation, but yet he leaves his feet on the pump fake, the referee is automatically thinking that the offensive player has won that battle. I mean, but again, you're up 28 points. You're not going to be worrying about it too much. Niakinda gets to the line, makes the first and the second to cut it back to 26. So what you want to do is just chip away, try to get it down to 20. The deficit down to 20 points, and then see if you could just keep chipping away. Who knows? Maybe you get all the way down to 10, and then you get a frantic last couple of minutes. Anything can happen. This time, Ronnie Gombe had his hands all over João Lopes Pedro.
He's fouling.
Oh, yeah. Come on, you got to know better than that. You can't wrap your arms all the way around him.
This is not American football, bro, or wrestling. This is basketball. Play well.
And for Ronnie Gombe, that is foul number 5. You don't want that to be your 5th foul as well. I mean, that is just not intelligent basketball.
I told you.
You don't want that to be your is foul number 5. You don't want that to be your 5th foul as well. I mean, that is just not intelligent basketball.
You see, even the reporter acknowledges that's not intelligent basketball. Low IQ play that you made, 5th foul. I mean, did you start picking up a basketball like that day? Because that's a low IQ play. That's a low IQ play at this point. You cannot play like that. That's not smart.
Eric Mutoro hands it off to Basire. Karanga. Mutoro for 3. That's good. How about that? And now, folks, 70-47 is back to 23 points. Little run here by the Morans. De Silva with the no look. Gonçalves, good box out by Karanga. Here they come. And Karanga, great running the floor, and he's got a chance for a three-point play. Terrific basketball, Kenya. Terrific hustle by that man. Give credit where it's due. He just beat the Angola defense down the floor. If Mike Brown was coaching Angola right now, he'd be chewing out his team. Karanga just wanted it more than they did. He's going to call a timeout. And that's what you love when you see a player, his team is facing a massive deficit. He just goes out and out-hustles the opposition. He still wants it. You can see it. Well, apologies for the language, folks. It. Well, apologies for the language, folks. If you understand Spanish or Portuguese. Cipriano, 17 points. Cacao, boy, that's 9 rebounds for him. I didn't realize he was up so high. Let's look at some of the other numbers. 4 points and 9 rebounds for Gombe. He's fouled out of the game. Cacao has the 6 points to go with his 9 rebounds. Not too far off a double-double. Maybe he'll get it. He's got a couple of steals. In fact, João Lopes Pedro with 12 points, 2 blocks and 2 steals, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, has plus 18 efficiency. He's the highest rated player for Angola. We've not seen Carlos Moraes today for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a case where the coach just wanted to give his veteran the day off. Gombe, meanwhile, has fouled out of the game.
Such a low IQ basketball player. He doesn't even have the awareness to know you're not supposed to foul more than 5 times in a game.
Wasn't quite as impactful today as he was for long stretches of the game against Senegal. He has to put it behind him, but really this type of play is something you can build on by Okal Karanga. He goes down, makes a good play on defense, hustles down, and gets a 3-point play to cut that deficit back to 20. That's why he was in the starting lineup today. He's going up against a bigger player here and struggling to contain him.
So hard to watch.
I just don't think that's a matchup defensively that he's going to win. No, that was poor. Now the 3-pointer on the break.
I'm telling you, poor plays. Transition is killing us.
And that was good. Jose Antonio once again showing us that, you know, he and De Silva, yesterday I would have said De Silva was the better 3-point shooter. And today I would completely change that. I would say Jose Antonio is a better shooter. And a 3-point shot falling out of bounds almost by Tyler Ongwai triggers the break. And there is the miss by Angola. That was sloppy. They need to come away with points in that situation. Form good habits. Karanga gets blocked. João Lopes Pedro, 3rd block of the day. A good effort by Karanga nevertheless. Now reaching in and fouling is João Lopes Pedro. And that's not a play that he needs to make. Just get your hands up on defense. Keep doing what you're doing.
In and out.
And Eric Mutoro unable to capitalize. This is both free throws. However, they get it back. Basire. This is both free throws. However, they get it back. Basire.
That's a travel, but they didn't call it.
Nderitu puts it on the deck, takes the contact. Great effort by Nderitu. Cipriano wearing the mask, sitting behind the bench, watching. And Carlos Moraes wearing his mask and standing up. I guess they're resting him for the game against Senegal. That'll be a tasty one, folks. I would have said Senegal would have been the big favorites in that, but now I'm not so sure. I think this Angola team probably will give them a game, if not beat them. Senegal did overpower Kenya. Jose Antonio again, this time a little long. 5 minutes remain in the game.
Turnover.
Ongwe inbounds it. Gets it back. Nderitu.
There are no cutters.
Eric Mutoro, shot clock winding down. Good hands by Jose Antonio to knock it out. Just 2 seconds now. Two seconds on the shot clock.
It's a turnover. No matter what we do, the
Coach
game
wants
is
to discuss things. Cliff Awar.
There's nothing you're doing here. Just accept the defeat and move on.
Anaanza kwenda hii side 4 and 5. Yote mnakuelekea hapa.
Remember, 3 teams from the 5 groups will go on and qualify for the FIBA AfroBasket. So you just need to finish in the top 3 out of the 14 groups. You know, you might think, well, everybody's qualifying. Why do you even have these? But the reality is, you know, first of all, these games can be very competitive and come down to that last spot between 2 teams. And it's also given a chance for these national teams to get together and play. And under normal circumstances, when fans are allowed, obviously, you build up so much interest in the game when the national teams are in action. Imagine all over the world. I mean, working in basketball, it is an absolute joy to eat, drink, and sleep basketball 24 hours a day for 5-6 days in a row. It's a wonderful feeling knowing that you're waking up every day and there's going to be basketball played everywhere. Right now it's all in Africa, and the shot was the shot clock violation.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. They didn't get it off in time. But we'll also have some qualifiers for the FIBA EuroBasket. Obviously in Europe for the FIBA America Cup, and also for the FIBA Asia Cup. Offensive foul, turns it back over to Kenya. And really, it has to be said, it's been an extraordinary effort. Again, as you look at the replay, extraordinary effort by everybody, from the federations, the players, the teams, by FIBA to organize these bubbles so these games could be played. All of the testing that goes on here with respect to the COVID-19.
Bro, there are no cutters. Why are you putting a screen here?
You know, we need, you know, the show must go on. Here is a miss by Kenya. You know, the reality is, as you look at the pass up ahead, the likelihood you would think would be that Kenya or Mozambique will finish without a win. Kenya or Mozambique will finish without a win.
Yeah, that was almost before, like, Mozambique. Their team is on a 2-game losing streak like us. We met them and we beat them.
But those two teams will be better from the experience, because especially a team like Kenya, that's what they need. They need games together.
Sure.
Jose Antonio, and look at Jose Antonio. Don't tell me he's not going to get better from this experience. He has had a whale of a game today. He has been tearing it up. Jose Antonio now with 16 points, 4 of 6 from three-point range. Look out, Olimpio Cipriano. I think he's going to pass you and become the game's leading scorer. Niakenda, pump fake.
That was so predictable.
Niakenda, if there's one thing that he does well, it is the pump fake, because he always gets those Angola players off their feet. So it's going to be back to the drawing board for that man right there, Cliff Awar.
Back to the drawing board, back to the drawing board, or back to the trash can.
Niakenda gets it back.
Be specific.
And Angola commit the foul. So I think they called that on Jose Antonio. And I think the problem with Niakenda right now is he is tired. Yeah, the foul was indeed on Jose Antonio for that reach. And finally, Niakenda gets one to drop. Pass up ahead. Jose Antonio could have become his team's leading scorer had he made the layup. That's what always happens. He hits three-pointers and then he misses the layup. Niakenda, meanwhile, hits a long jump shot, so I guess he's not that tired. Deficit back to 23 points.
Sure.
Joaquim Pedro's attempt from the right corner bounced off the iron and high over the backboard. And Niakenda comes out. You can see he's gassed. Probably sit out the rest of this one. It's at times like these that if you're the coach of Kenya, you're wanting to see which players are going to be playing hard when they're down 20 points. And Niakenda definitely one of them.
This guy just embarrassed himself.
To be playing hard when they're down 20 points. And Niakenda definitely one of them. Karanga as well. He is chasing back on defense, battling for the rebound. And here he is. Great play by Kenya and Ongwai. Well, look at Karanga. He hustles down and then he draws the foul. Another example of a player that just wants it. He's not the finished product, but he wants it badly. So he will go to the free throw line. And that's what his coach, he will have confirmed for his coach watching him during these qualifiers. Ongwai obviously looking for the foul there, thinking he was going to get the contact from Gakau. Gakau just kind of backed up. Well, it looks like Jose Antonio has missed his chance to be the game's leading scorer. He's going to come out with 16 points. Right now, that honor goes to Tyler Ongwai. Also, Olympio Cipriano has a team high 17 points for Angola. Here he is, though, the man that's been hustling ever since he came onto the court. So he makes 1 of 2 free throws. It's a 22-point lead for Angola. 2 minutes remaining. Conceição not able to catch it. Ball goes out of bounds. You know, these teams, you look at Angola, for example, and depending on who actually coaches them at the AfroBasket, you know, they're going to end up with 2 relatively convincing wins on the opening 2 days, and then they'll play Senegal. And okay, this is a chance for each of these players to lay it on the line and to show that they want to play at the AfroBasket. And I think that man right there has not done his chances any harm. That's for sure. He's been good. 2 consecutive days. I think he really hustles. He plays hard. Pedro, look at that. Also shows good teamwork. Good. This Kenya team just looks like it's run out of gas. Fidel Okoff misses both. Alley-oop. Oh, nope. And a 3-pointer is good from Gonçalves.
Oh, did that get in?
Well, they will walk out of here with several threes, 8 of 20 now as a team. And right now they get it right back from Eric Mutoro. Now Mutoro almost comes up with a steal. Eric Mutoro going behind his back to try to escape the defense, and the foul was committed by the young man, Joaquim Pedro. Now he has only come on late in the game, Joaquim Pedro. Good job by Mutoro making both of those free throws. Joaquim Pedro, believe it or not, is 25 years of age. He's also got a boyish look about him. Cacao. There you go, the big fella.
He had no chance in this game.
Well, he is not far from a double-double now. He's got his 11 rebounds to go with his 8 points. And he's got another chance to score. Another ball thrown out of bounds. You can see Cacao is posting up over there in the right corner. I think he should dribble it out once the game is decided. You've got the last possession, but with Cacao being so close to a double-double, I think you got to give him the basketball. Eric Mutoro, another 3-pointer. He's gotten hot here in the 4th, and now he comes up with a steal. And again, that will not go unnoticed over there on the bench. So indeed, Angola will hold on to it, and they will win by 17 points. Cacao disappointed. I don't know if he knows how close he was. 8 points, 11 rebounds, so close to a double-double. But that's how it finishes. Angola improved to 2-0 here in the Kigali Arena in the FIBA AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers, led by Olympio Cipriano's 17 points and Jose Pedro's 16 and Jean Lopez Pedro's 14 points. Angola win it 83-66 over Kenya.
Another game, another chalk job. I wouldn't expect anything more from Kenya because we're just some other person's punching bag. We were Senegal's punching bag. We are now Angola's punching bag. And now we'll be forever known as their punching bags until we win both games. With both of them. We have to beat them. I said my sentiments for the other game for Senegal conclusively. No changes were made. No adjustments were made. These people do not care. They rather lose and have a losing mentality. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything from this team. Team Morans, you have failed Kenya. Failed. You're a failure of a team. You get beat up, you're getting punked, you're getting scored on, you're getting everything. You're fouling. It's like you make the most brain dead, retarded, low IQ plays at every turn.
Well, you can digest the numbers if you want.
You shot more than them, and you only converted 25% of your shots. Inefficient, efficient, pathetic, exemplary, mediocrity. This is mediocrity. This is elite. Elite, mediocre. Mediocre, elite.
10 of 22 from deep for Kenya, 11 of 33 for Angola. And really, curiously, in the end, it was both teams scoring a lot of points off the other team's turnovers.
Mediocre, elite.
23 for Kenya, 27 for Angola. And you can see Ongwai and Mutoro with those 2 late threes, and the layup goes up to 18 points. Well, here's a look back at some of the action.
Well,
16 points.
That's the game. I wouldn't bother showing you the best plays. We'll talk about them when we get to the highlights. But with that, that's the full game. We bowed out with 66 points and Angola 83, eventually going down 0-2. And man, we're not good. Bad performance. Horrendous performance. Pathetic at every turn. We are mediocre. We need to get better. Like the video, share the video. Hit the subscribe button, like button. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.